What is up, everybody? How you doing? Yes, I am back. It is your boy Robbie Dagger. I hope you are doing well. I hope your dreams are coming true, everybody. I really hope that. And I'm glad to have you here with me. In this episode, it's going to be a little bit of a let's talk and a little bit of a kind of I also want to I want to do two things in this video. I want to show y'all um kind of the setup I just run with if I need to do like just speed runs, and if I'm just trying to like kind of carry a party kind of through things. And I'm not doing this to like show this off. I just kind of want to do it because it was requested a few times. So I just want to just show it to you. Just what I use on my Devout right now. I know it's not like the greatest thing ever, but right now I'm using, the Minwoo card. I got one Aerith, and then I'm using Ultimate Boon, and then the Cindy card. So nothing too crazy. And then I am powering up the Eternity Staff X. And right now I got it pretty dang strong. You know what I'm saying? I got Attune Chain 30%, the Painful Break 21%, and then Improved Criticals 50%. That's one of my favorite things in the world. So thank y'all for joining me on this episode. I really appreciate y'all having me. Make sure y'all hit subscribe. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Make sure you give every Mobius video a thumbs up so the algorithms start showing Mobius videos ahead of to other YouTubers, other gamers, so they can start seeing this game and get into this game. So that's just what I wanted to kind of touch on in this, and I kind of also wanted to talk on the reason why I'm showing you this is because I wanted to also talk about this will kind of be a let's talk about speedruns in general, because that was also a request. Somebody wanted me to talk about how to do like the fastest runs in multiplayer, and I feel like it's a cool thing to talk about. It's one thing to talk about. We could talk about like the dream setup and everything, but it's almost it's like not even, unless you have that party set up, unless you have three other friends who have like the perfect cards, like there's no real sense in talking about like the perfect like 4-man speedrun setup, because you could probably these days you can definitely just destroy the 4-star Sicarius with one or two attackers. Just using the Supreme cards and just breaking through your enemy's gauge and everything, and just killing them right off the bat. So when I try to my personal speed runs, when I'm just going through it, I like to use a defender, because without it the breaker tends to die. And I don't like my breakers dying, especially when I'm using this crazy setup with the Minwoo, and I've only got I've only got the 3 support cards. So you're really gonna have to like play really kind of smart, kind of look at everything going on in the battle if you really want to try to run 3 support cards. I do not recommend it. I do not recommend this at all. I'm just doing this for the sake of like a speed run video, like what I like to use if I'm going for it. If I really just want to get through that battle as fast as possible, which isn't on one hand it's cool, it's great to get through that battle as quickly as possible. It's awesome to see and everything. But at the same time, what we're seeing is a lot of people saying things like, Aerith or Disband. Oh man, what do y'all think about that? Tell me in the chat what y'all think about Aerith or Disband, and let's just talk about it really quick. Because on one hand, I think everybody does have a little sigh of relief when they see the healer has an Aerith card in there, tucked in there. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be doable. This is gonna be a match we're gonna finish. Things are gonna go well. It's always nice to see it and everything, and it does help. It does give the party a tremendous boost in like all their stats, and their HP as well. The HP is super important when you're talking about You know, breakers breaking, because your breakers usually aren't beefy guys. They're usually like the weakest little twerps out there. I call them twerps, but they're awesome. You need your breaker, and you need your breaker alive, and the Aerith card just helps keep everybody alive basically, and it's usable pretty quickly, and you can really even heal with it. Like I use it for a heal for the party. But on the other end of all this, Aerith or Disband, like it's also kind of insulting to the player base in a way. From what I've read on like Reddit and stuff, like a lot of people are just like plain insulted. Like they're like, and you know, it's a good argument because a lot of players have worked really, really hard on their healers, and you know, it strikes a chord for me because my very first job in this game, the very first job that I ever pulled, long before I ever wanted to stream this game, guys, long before that, the first job I ever got was a white mage. And I know you guys never see me playing white mage right now or anything like that, but that was like the first job I ever got, and you know, I was, you know, it was rough. It was rough. It was rough just because it's not what I wanted, but it was what I had, and I actually grew to really, really, really enjoy it, and I actually ended up loving it in the end. I know I don't play it now, but it's because I have so many other jobs that I love to play. But I will touch on it soon. I promise you that. So, you know, it's one thing. The other side of what I was saying, the other side of all that is, it just sucks for the players who have worked really, really hard on their healers, who may not have the Aerith card, but they probably have like all sorts of other cards. Like you can still get carried pretty smoothly by a healer that really knows what they're doing, that has a really good setup. You know, the life rod or the life. No wait, I forget what the rod's called now, but it's one of the first rods you get. It's what you get as your neophyte mage. That rod has like plus 30 life orbs on it, so that's something to think about there. So you can definitely still do a lot with a with a white mage, even if you don't have the Aerith card. So it's, you don't need it, and we don't need to. On one hand, you don't need to feel insulted if you see a group name that says that, because just let them do their thing, I guess. And on the other hand, I mean, you have every right, if you know what you're doing, you can get it in there and do your thing. You have every right to jump in any party you want if you're a badass healer, and you know your stuff. So that's just what I wanted to say about that. And also, I wonder what the timing is for a speedrun, because obviously this what I'm doing right here is not a speedrun. I'm not sure what's going on. There's like breakers not breaking and attackers not attacking, but we're talking, so I'm having a good time for sure. Let's go to the chat here. Let's go to the chat. The chat's popping. Welcome everybody to the chat. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you're having a good time. Tofik Kabir, welcome, brother. Sin, how you doing, bud? Oh, Sin's saying some good things here. He's saying the substats are important too, of course. Oh yeah. Sin's also saying, I can't wait till Job Quest comes and you can get the Jagroon nice and strong in multiplayer. Yes, sir. Ooh. That's gonna be, oh man, that's gonna be amazing when those come. And I'm not sure when they are coming. The developers like to be real hush-hush about what we get in this game for some reason, and I don't know why. So, we don't have much info on that. And there's the boss down. So what I wanted to say about speedrunning is like, I was thinking somewhere around 5 minutes. That's probably a good speedrun. Um, usually your breakers gotta be on point, and your attackers also have to be on point. I've seen parties that will use no tank and bring an attacker instead. And I've run with some parties like that. It's gone okay. I can't, no complaints or anything about it. Um, the only thing that does happen sometimes when I do run with parties like that, like I was saying, is sometimes I find that the breaker dies just because sometimes breakers are low on health. If you have a breaker that's a Viking, I forget is that what they're called, Viking? Can't even. I think that sounds right. They're Vikings, I guess. If you have one of those kinds of breakers, they're beefy. They got tons of HP. You probably don't have to worry as much about them. But if you've got an assassin, then every time that Anima ults, that assassin is going to be clenching their butt cheeks so hard that they're just going to be toned after these multiplayer battles. This is also a workout for them, for all assassins. So, it really, the cool thing about having an assassin is they break really well. Sometimes your Viking job will not break as well, and that just depends on like the setup and what they're bringing to the party and all that. Um, in this specific scenario here, I just don't understand what's going on. With Noob Gamer 123, I guess he's trolling, but usually what you would want to see is Noob Gamer not using all his auto attacks like that, and him kind of saving them, and helping, using some regular attacks to get rid of these bars here. Get rid of these yellow bars. Turn them red, so that we can get out of here pretty much. But more time to talk. But I honestly am really happy with any battle that doesn't go more than 10 minutes. I think that's a good general time frame. So that's a good thing to aim for, sorta, is like, 10 minutes for your battles in general. If they're going a little over that, that's okay. Sometimes battles do, like this one is. Sometimes you are playing with players that are kind of newer, and it helps to have these those tags set up, like get the yellow gauge, get the red gauge. Maybe they'll understand, I don't know. Sometimes people do, sometimes they don't. But we'll do our parts here. Yeah, let's just Y40, welcome to the chat. Sylvan, welcome. M&A, how you doing, buddy? M&A asks, what do you use on your custom panels, Robbie? Honestly, I'll either go with, I'm not like, I don't worry about them too much, so to speak, because they're kind of newer for us. So really what I use them for right now is, I just put like all magic in there. And I'm hoping that actually helps, healing also. The heal power. And, it just helps with damage also. So I just go for all straight magic. And if it's a breaker, that's the only class I'll change it up. If it's a breaker, I'll do straight break power. Because that's really all I care about on a breaker anyways. Let's see. Sylvan's making some funny comments. He says, oh, let me act on this round first really quick. Alright, let's just use 2 Ultimas. I'm hoping that thing is, we're gonna get that bar broken. So let's just do it. I don't know what was up with Noob Gamer 123. I guess he really is a Noob Gamer, because he was just doing auto attacks like the whole time. And that's not really what you want to do, especially as a really strong class like Soldier First Class. Oh man, and we didn't even get through that thing. So this battle will go on for longer. And we're also a little bit in danger. One reason I don't like to run this job, usually set up this way, is because if anything does go wrong in the battle and the breaker's not doing his thing, or you got attackers not doing their thing, then you're eventually gonna run out of orbs, pretty much. And I'm just gonna use one Ultima. That's all I can do, and like, drive off what I can. And we're gonna just hope for the best here. There's not much else we can do. At least we get an ultimate out of Noob Gamer here. I don't know, I guess he doesn't have any cards. Oh, there we go. We got it killed. So usually you can imagine these battles go a lot less, a lot faster. But, in this case it didn't. Which is ironic, because I did want to show y'all, speed runs. But that's what I get for trying. And that's another thing. Sometimes you're trying for speedruns and you get like just the longest runs ever. But you know what? I'm happy as long as the team wins. As long as it's around 10 minutes. I can live with that. You know what I mean? I can live with that. So, oh, we leveled up. That is beautiful. Oh, I love getting those ranks up, because now we got extra stamina here and we can run it again. So that is awesome. We got Lee Edwards up in here. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Never got Aerith. Just got my first healer card. So I do find it hard to get into the game because of the demanded Aerith. I do okay with the cards I have. That's what it's all about, buddy. That is some very wise stuff that he said there. And that's the thing. It's like, don't let it stop you. Don't let people demanding Aerith in there stop you. If you're a healer and you know you got your stuff down, get in there. Get in there and do some damage. Get in there and have some fun. That's what it's all about. And I'll definitely see you there. And I'm hoping for the best for you. And I appreciate y'all being here with me, joining me here on this stream. This was gonna be a short video. I'm looking up at the time. It is still a short video. only less than 20 minutes. Only less than 20 minutes. That is what's up. So, anyways, I'm gonna cut this off, and I appreciate y'all all being here with me. We're gonna be doing a lot more videos coming up, so make sure you hit subscribe to check all those out. We're gonna have more guides, more tip videos coming soon, and maybe some more discussions. It seems like y'all like the abuse. You like the discussions. So I like bringing everything to you. It's a lot of fun. And I can't stress enough. Make sure you thumbs up all Mobius videos so we can start seeing more of them in the algorithms, y'all. We gotta start playing their games. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'll catch you later. It's been a pleasure having you here. I'm Robbie Dagger, and this has been Mobius Final Fantasy. And I will catch you later.